Quinn Ewers, go ahead and back it up. But um,
First, gonna have to start saying, "Welcome to Bucky's."
dude,
That's where
you know
he's
what
gonna
I,
be.
dude, that's crazy.
He's gonna be selling fresh brisket on the board. That's
Fresh brisket on the board. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, scrimmage happened last weekend. Really, the only things that I heard was I heard that the offense and the defense kind of kept up with each other, which is just drastically different from last year. I was at the first scrimmage last year, and it was insane. It was insane. It was like there was not a first down for like 30 straight minutes. It was just crazy. Like they were just,
gosh.
it was so bad. It was awesome. And I just remember like the next Monday, I forget who it was that he was more like full time there than I was. That said, yeah, like all the GAs and assistant coaches and Maloney and all these guys, they just went and got just plastered drunk Saturday night because
That's
they
crazy.
were just stressed out because of the scrimmage and how bad the offense was. So just hearing that the offense kept up with the defense this year is like huge, huge,
Yeah.
especially when you consider how good our defense is
Yeah.
Yeah.
and good how
Yeah.
good the D line is. And so, I mean, if the rumor is true that the offense and the defense were about neck and neck, then this is a really good team, man. This is a
It's a
really good
really
Yeah.
team.
good team.
Really good. Like,
I keep
I mean,
seeing. Go ahead.
my only concern, I know we'll probably jump to it,
Mhm.
is the freak. Why are people still doing laps, man? Why do we have guys that are not ready to go? We're 19 days away. 19 days away.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
hard. It's hard to get right
Mhm.
if you ain't. It's hard to get right if you're wrong. That's all I have to say, bro. It's hard to get right if you're
Yeah.
wrong. So why are you? Oh, it's just protection, just protecting him. Well, on August 30th, who's gonna protect him? Illinois State, yeah,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be top dogs, but they still like to hit,
Yeah.
and it's still gonna hurt. So I don't know. That's my only.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah. The
oh,
rumors come out of practice is that like apparently Barnes started and Tatum was back up because X and Jaden Ott were injured, which I think we can basically confirm is true because there was a hype video that came out with like Javante Barnes standing next to Mateer, so I think we can basically confirm that's true. Um, which means Ott and X were probably in the weight room during all the scrimmage on the bike that I think the fan bike thing.
assault bike,
That's
bro.
probably yeah, that's probably what they were doing all at practice. That's what they do in scrimmages, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Giovanni and Dion, I don't think are back. I think they're still like basically stretching all of practice, just doing whatever. And it's like, dude, those are like four guys that you just, I mean, those are four of our best guys on offense, but four of our best skill players. And it's like, dude, how could this be? We're 19 days away. How can we be in this situation, man?
You just gotta wrap
So,
him in freaking bubble wrap. Put Dion Burks in bubble wrap.
yeah.
Bro, they're just fall camp
Oh,
bumps and bruises. Just fall camp bumps and bruises.
okay. Yeah, he's been out for 2 weeks. It's just bumps and bruises. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, buddy. I never had a bump or bruise last for 2 weeks,
Yeah. Okay.
unfortunately.
Also,
Yeah.
bumps and bruises, bro. Bumps and bruises don't,
You
football players
play.
don't even
No.
take
You
time
know,
off
can
for bumps and
you
bruises.
would get bruises every day. You get bumps and
Exactly.
bruises every single day playing football. So I don't know. Um, but I will say this: having the offense keep up with the defense is massive because, like I've said, I believe we have the best defense in the country. Personally, I think we do. And if our offense is keeping up with them, I mean, dude, my prediction doesn't sound crazy, bro. It
Yeah.
does not sound crazy.
You're not
True.
wrong. If this offense is just even just being competitive with this defense, we are in a lot better situation than we think we
Yes.
are. We're in a
Yes.
lot better situation than we think we are because if this offense can go and compete with Michigan's defense, Texas defense, LSU's defense, then what are we gonna see? I mean, like we're gonna see total domination in teams like Ole Miss,
Yeah.
maybe even South Carolina will be able to keep up with them. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. If the offense is actually good, just good, not like great, then this team really has there is no cap on this team. There's no limit at
No.
all.
Has a
Um,
different vibe this year.
yeah,
OU has a different vibe this year.
absolutely.
Obviously,
There
you
is a
can't.
different vibe, dude. There
Yeah,
is.
you can't tell. Obviously, with hype videos, because every hype video makes everybody look good,
Yeah.
but there's just a different feeling about this team with John Mateer, with the transfers, with the new OC. It just feels different in the best ways. So I don't know. I mean, and let's keep in mind too, if the offense is keeping up with the defense, BV was calling the plays on defense, right? So you have a first, I say not a first year quarterback, but a new quarterback with a new OC, and they were keeping up with a defense who studied under BV's playbook for the last 4 years. BV's actually calling the plays now.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Very.
That's really, because I would argue BV is the best DC in all of college football. Him and Jim Knowles are at the pinnacle of defensive coordinators in college football. And if our offense is going shot for shot with that caliber of a defense, I mean, and Ben Arbuckle's only been here for what, 8 months now, 9 months. I'm just saying, I think this offense is a lot better than we might think, you
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
because keeping 50-50 with going shot for shot with this defense, with our style of coach, um, I don't know if we would see that caliber of a defense until we play Texas, um, and that's kind of it, and maybe Bama, to be
Yeah.
honest, on our schedule.
Yeah. We
Like,
play a lot of good. I mean, we're in the SEC now. We play a lot of good defenses, but
yeah,
I mean, I think we're up there with. I mean, Texas probably got one of the best defenses in the country. Michigan has
yes,
a pretty solid defense. LSU, Alabama, but like I put ours up there with literally the elite of the elite, with Texas,
yeah.
LSU, with
Penn State,
Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put ours up there with all those guys. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It looks a lot better than it did last year. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Golly,
I get like last year Ole Miss vibes from this offense, bro. I don't know, like that's who I
Oh,
think is a good
it
that was a really good offense. Really
like
good.
was.
when we played them, it was like it wasn't the craziest. It was a good offense, but I think like they just found a way to make plays. Like there's a lot. Jackson Dart is really like smart and just like he throws people open, stuff like that. Like he would find just little gaps to try
Yeah,
and beat them. Like I don't think if they played their straight up offense, our defense was probably too good, but
Yeah,
they're very good at like kind of picking us apart, and our
yeah.
weaknesses and stuff like that. So I mean, if we could be an Ole Miss offense, goodness gracious, that's
I
a
mean, how many games do we win last year if we had that offense?
oh
Right? We in the playoff?
we beat Missouri. We beat
yes, we
Ole
beat
Miss.
Tennessee.
We beat Tennessee.
So
Oh,
that's
and
three
South Carolina
already,
too.
that'd have been
Probably South
9.
Carolina.
So yeah, probably 10-2, 9-3. So we're probably in
right?
there. But
Something to consider. Maybe even LSU at some point. I mean, we were only down
yeah,
what, four
lucky.
going into
Oh
four?
yeah, LSU. I think we beat LSU.
So we would have been in the playoff
Yeah, ten
if
and
we
two.
had just an almost offense. So yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, I agree. I think we're in really good shape here with OU. I think OU's in really, really good
Crazy.
shape.
I
A lot,
understand.
that's the thing. A lot of guys talk about how hard our schedule is, and it is insane. It really is insane. But like we talked about before, the guys that were playing against these big name schools, they lost all their dudes. Tennessee, I've heard Tennessee's quarterback situation is an absolute mess. That's what I've heard lately. I don't
Yeah,
know for sure, but I've heard like they had a scrimmage and like it was bad. I heard it was really, really bad. Obviously, Ole Miss is coming in with the first year quarterback. Georgia's coming in with the first year quarterback. Texas is a little different. Arch played, but I'm just saying, I don't know. These guys that we're supposed to be playing against Michigan, first year quarterback, I just I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not that scared of our schedule. I'm really, really not. Mizzou, I think we're going to wipe the floor with Mizzou. Really, the two teams, I say two, there's like three. It would be like Texas, LSU, and Bama would be the three teams that I'd be worried about. And the only reason I'm worried about Bama is because we're on the road at Bama. Because I don't think Bama is going to be elite, but it's just because we're on the road there. That makes it tricky. Because if we could beat them last year with a team that we had, and I think Jalen Milroe is a better quarterback than Ty Simpson. Obviously, he started over him. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting too deep
Fair.
in. I'm
That's
getting
fair to
too
say.
deep in it. But
I think there's still going to be a lot of good teams in the schedule. South Carolina, Alabama,
South Carolina's gonna be good.
I think they're going to improve since last season, both those teams.
Yeah.
LSU is going to improve a lot since last season. But there are some teams that we're talking about that are not going to be as good as what they look like on the schedule. Ole
Yeah.
Miss, Tennessee. I don't think Missouri is going to be good this year. Um, they lost both of their wide receivers, their star wide receivers that really carried that offense, so and carried that game against us. So yeah, I think it's 50-50. I think like there's going to be some teams that are really dang good on the schedule. I think Michigan will be elite this year. I think they'll
Yeah.
be top 15 this year, but there's also some teams like we're going to have some unranked games.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we need like there will be unranked games in that SEC schedule, so it's not too crazy. It's not the
Yeah.
craziest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And it's only an 8 game conference schedule, so um, it's not the craziest schedule in the world, but it
Yeah.
is. It should, but playoff committee, it is playoff committee. It's the craziest schedule of all time. But um, but we'll get there when we get there. Really, like we're not gonna know how crazy the schedule is until we're looking back on it and we're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who beat who? You know,
Yeah.
like we're gonna find out week one, LSU versus Clemson. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Like, can LSU go to Clemson and beat Clemson?
Yeah.
If so, we're cooked.
Yeah.
Like, there's that we're cooked. But
Or
um,
Texas, Ohio State.
yeah, Texas, Ohio State, we're gonna find out real quick.
Real
Yep.
fast.
So, there's a
Yeah.
lot of good games like that that over the season we're gonna find out how hard our schedule really actually is.
Yeah.
Um, you really never know till you're looking in the mirror, looking in the rear view.
Yeah.
Speaking of Texas, though, when it
Mr.
comes to how good
Butt.
Texas is, I
Mr.
got to
Butt
talk
himself,
about
bro.
NFL preseason this past week.
Oh
Quinn
my
Ewers
gosh.
went 5 for 18, and he fumbled the ball twice, and they lost it on both attempts there,
There's
both
Jackson
fumbles.
Arnold.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
he
literally
really
Jackson
pulled the
Arnold.
Jackson Arnold. And
That's
I heard
crazy
somebody
too.
say like this was to me this was interesting because Quinn Ewers did in fact beat Arch Manning in every QB battle they had for 2 years straight. And I don't know. I think here's my thing. I think Quinn Ewers is a is not a good quarterback. I have really come to that conclusion. He was on playoff teams 2 years in a row and never once got put in any conversations of this guy's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. This guy's should be a Heisman finalist. Nobody ever talked about that like him because he never performed like that ever. He just simply was on a team that did those things. And
Facilitator,
sure,
bro. Just a
he was
facilitator.
a facilitator. He wasn't really the guy leading that team to those points. And it just makes me wonder why was he never Arch Manning would just never even got a shot at that job. Um, and it's just interesting to me because I don't know. If Arch Manning was really as elite as some of these Texas people are saying, just the next Tom Brady, the next Eli Manning, the next Peyton Manning, he would have beat out Quinn Ewers because
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers is butt. He's butt.
Yeah.
So,
That is
I
a
don't know.
good
This past
point.
weekend, seeing those highlights from Quinn Ewers really brought some joy to my heart, bro. He had some crazy misses. I mean, throwing 5 yards behind the receiver. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
So,
bad. You do bring up a good point because everybody, the hype train, I mean, Arch is the Heisman Award preseason Heisman winner. He's all this, he's all that. It's like, but he didn't start over Quinn, and Quinn isn't great. So
yeah,
that is interesting.
And
That's
I
really interesting.
the youth, Arch's freshman year, I get it. It's very hard to come in and beat a what was Quinn a sophomore or junior or whatever.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know.
Like I get it. He's already had a year or whatever. Cool. Understand. But
But
last
this
year,
past year, and
like
Quinn was not playing great all season.
not at
There was a
all.
lot of times where Texas fans were like, put in Arch.
Literally. So, I mean, if Arch can't beat but Quinn, I personally don't think Arch is gonna be bad. I'll just put it out there. I think he's
Yeah,
solid, but it's starting to make me wonder like, hmm, maybe he's not as good as, people are making out. Oh, cool. He hit 22 miles an hour versus ULM. That's so awesome. I'm so glad. That's so great, dude.
Threw a pick versus ULM too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, straight into guys had five. There's like five ULM guys over there. It's like, all right, playing jackpot,
It was bad.
blue, and Buddy just like, come on. But I don't know, dude. But Quint 5 for 18 is crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen some terrible performances. I watched Joe Milton in the preseason game for the Cowboys, and he was throwing, I mean, rockets. Dude,
Mhm.
wide receiver running backs running out the backfield for a little screen. He's throwing the ball 90 miles an hour at him, right his head. Miss. But
Yeah.
God,
I
5 for 18, that's so bad.
I think the point that I want to make is like, because some Texas fan is going to see this, bro, is like Arch Manning is not going to be bad. He's not going to be Jackson Arnold. Unfortunately, I really wish he would be, but he's not. He's going to be pretty solid. But these this thought that he is like the next generational quarterback, I just don't think that can be true if he was sitting behind a guy like Quinn Ewers for 2 years. If he was sitting behind, I don't know,
Baker
a guy
Mayfield.
like Cam Ward, a guy like somebody that actually was good at the game of football, Baker Mayfield. I mean, if we're gonna really, maybe, maybe then he would be, but like generational quarterbacks would not sit behind a guy like Quinn Ewers for that long. So,
Yeah.
I just think I don't think he's gonna turn the just go crazy. I don't think he's gonna be he could be in New York, but I don't think he'll be the Heisman, that's for sure.
Or we're gonna end up in an edit, bro.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
end up in
literally end up.
that, bro.
I
That'd be
don't think he's
sick.
gonna turn the. And it's just gonna be
Yeah.
Arch posted up in St. Louis. And
I'd be
Yeah.
okay with that. I mean, if we
okay,
get
cool.
an
More
edit, man.
publicity, bro. Make
Yeah.
sure to tag us.
Last thing was, man, we gotta talk about Shadur, man.
They told me bust out my
He
AP.
had a great game, and they panned over to DG, man. DG was
DG
just
is
sad.
just
DG was
Yeah, he
just
just
sad.
lost his job pretty much.
DG did just lose his job, man. And every time they show, because like in NFL training camp, like they literally there's people watching the whole thing, and they will count the snaps and they'll count what happened. And every time it comes out, DG's like, it'll be like 8 for 30, one touchdown, one pick. And I'm like, gosh. And then Shadur or like Joe Flacco is throwing 60% with two touchdowns. And I'm like, oh gosh.
yeah. It's unfortunate.
There
DG,
was one practice where DG had a really good practice. That was about it, man.
yeah. DG, bro, and I would say Quinn Ewers are on the same page. That's horrible. I hate that.
Dude, you're
I
not
hate it so
wrong.
much, too. But
You're
yeah,
not
DG,
wrong.
it's I don't know.
They're
I
not
I
bad
honestly thought
quarterbacks.
he. That's what I'm saying. I honestly thought his style would fit the NFL perfectly. Like just dump him out 5, 10 yard passes and just keep the chains moving. But I don't know. He's just
Dude, I
struggling
just feel
bad.
like my thing is that they both, him and Shador, both kind of play the same way, both very accurate. Just Shador's probably just like better, like at literally just throwing the football, like
Yeah.
being able to make
Yeah,
certain throws. Like Shador, people probably
He's a
should have
better
seen
arm
this
talent.
coming. Like, yeah, just has better arm talent. Because I remember watching some of those games, like, how is he making these throws?
yeah,
These are silly. But I mean, I think a lot of people, I think he fell too low in the draft. I think most people think he thought he did. There's no way he should have been a fifth round pick. There's some guys that are literal bums that are playing that were first 4 rounds, but it was kind of one of those stories where it all was lining up for it to be he's getting, no first team reps, and then he gets 3 days notice that he's going to start the first preseason game, and then he goes and balls. It's like classic Cinderella.
Yeah,
yeah,
And the Browns just
absolutely.
did. They're literally doing them to themselves. Like, why do you have five quarterbacks on your roster that are all like, yeah, let's go sign Tyler Huntley, who's Lamar Jackson Jr. Let's go do that. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just like, all right,
they're a mess.
The Browns
they
are a
are.
dumpster
That's why
fire.
they're dumpster fire
But
franchise.
I think to wrap it up though, dude, I will say DG, like, I don't think his NFL Quinn Ewers sell. Bro's not playing in the NFL. DG, I still think has some opportunities. I think
Yeah,
he will still get some chances, man.
yeah.
But Quinn Ewers, go ahead and back it up. But um,
Bro's gonna have to start saying, "Welcome to Bucky's."
dude,
That's where
you
you're
know
at,
what
buddy.
dude, that's crazy.
He's gonna be selling fresh brisket on the board. That's
Fresh brisket on the board. Dude, that would be so funny. Fresh brisket on the board. Man, dude, I
That's
want to go
gonna
to
be
Bucky's
funny.
now.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna see Quinn at the local Keller Point
Oh my
fitness
gosh,
facility, bro.
bro.
He's gonna
That
come
is
work out
gonna
with
be
me.
Dude,
Fresh brisket.
fresh brisket on the board. That's gonna be bro.
dude, as college football season gets closer, man, I'm low-key gonna miss the Shadur, Travis Hunter, Colorado era, bro. Now that I think
Golly,
about it,
bro.
man,
Every game was a night game, and there was
so
their
fun.
whole rap game was there. You had
It was so fun.
Migos, like, dude,
That
Yeah,
first season was so fun. The 2023 season,
yeah.
bro.
so fun to watch, bro. That
Everyone,
Stanford game, man,
gosh,
those were good times, man. That was a good era of college football, man. Anyway,
All right,
so
fellas.
hopefully
Well,
it's a great season this year.
yeah. Hey, let's go. OU's offense is back, baby. We're back.
We're
We're
so
so
back.
back. We're less than 20 days away.
let's
It's gonna come
freaking
by like
go.
that,
Yeah, it
and
is.
It is.
it's gonna be August 30th, and we're playing Illinois State, and it's gonna be fired up. John Mateer's gonna get the student section. Do this. Everybody's gonna go crazy. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it from my TV.
Loser.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Happens,
I'm kind of excited to watch some games on TV, but
man.
I want to be there at most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them, man.
It's hard to go back, bro. It's hard to go back.
It is hard to go back. It's hard to go back.
All
All
right.
right, fellas, it's time.
Peace.
Peace.